everybody, what is up? And welcome back to another hashtag Lockboss show and giveaway. Here in just a few minutes, of course, we're going to be, or I should say, I am going to be announcing this week's 5 lucky Lockboss winners. But on top of that, we're going to play some reverse key blank trivia today. So it's going to be fun. And hopefully you'll either learn something or know that you do know that. So either way, it'll be really cool. Just want to say hi to everybody in the chat as we were warming up here. Ken Nixon, what's up? He sent me a question. Let me pop it on the screen here. Also, twin lock cylinders use 2 types of driver pins, older one and current one. Name them. That's a good question. Now, Ken, as you know, when it comes to ASA in general, I don't know very much about. So I like that you gave me a question first I don't know a lot about, and I guessed one right. But his, let's put him up here. His, I asked for multiple choice, which he kindly agreed to. One was Christmas tree, or A was Christmas tree, B was gin, C3 was taper, and D was barrel. Now, the answers were B, gin, and what was the other one? C, taper, I believe. Or, sorry, C, taper, and B, gin. And, yeah, my guesses were C and D. But anyways, Ken, very good. I got 25% right. And he puts in there, gin was named for the gin bottle spools pre-1996. I like it. And then, of course, he tells me to go back to red worm. So, again, I guess you just never know, right? You just never know. But that's good, Ken. Thanks for the question. And that's good. Very good. All right. Well, before we jump in here, of course, I'm going to be drinking Topo Chico. I was hoping a fresh one. Cheers to all you out there as well who are drinking Topo or your favorite beverage of choice. And all right, so let's go ahead, hop in. Let's have some fun. All right. All right, here we go. All right, first up is the posts of the week. This one comes from PR Marshall with Marshall Lock and Key LLC. It says, just got our order in today so we can continue our safe restoration. Only came with 1 key, no control. Thank you for the great service and tasty snacks. So, hey, thanks for sending the picture in there, PR, and much appreciate the business. All right, next up comes from Gerald and from Chicken Creek, Rekey, and Lockout. It says, PJ, thank you so much. Thank you so much, PJ, and the group at CLKsupplies. I love the things you sent me. I love the program, and I've learned so much. Keep up the great work with all you're doing. Well, Joe, first of all, thanks for your business and also for hanging out with us and being a part of the community and commenting. Really appreciate it. But, something I noticed when I was taking this picture, which I have highlighted, is right here. It's kind of right in the center. You can see on the card, it looks like Billy signed it. So I see Ian and Billy both on there. So, I tell you what, Billy, he sneaks into whatever he possibly can, right? That's what we're learning around here. That is what we're learning around here. Okay, I do see, let's see here. James actually says, let me pull it up here. What is that shirt? So this is the Aloha shirt in Orlando. So, and I just love it. So I had it made in the shirt, that I always like to wear. And so I actually have 3 different designs right now of t-shirts I've been wearing. I've been feeling pretty, as my kids would say, bougie. But all right, let's see here. All right, next up is the comment of the week from Curto Lock and Key. Says, so you're telling me that I need to buy a Triton Plus instead of extra flip key blades, LOL. Always good to have Lockboss options. Yeah, Gerdo, thanks for the comment. Yeah, so I hope I made it decently clear that definitely, so he's referring to the Triton video that I did that came out this past Sunday, where I took a chipless key and turned it into a GM flip keyblade. Now, it's definitely not something that I would be like, hey, let's do that every day and not stock stuff. But it is a wonderful option if you find yourself in a weird predicament. So I'm sure at some point we'll kind of hop into that later in another different video here. All right, so trivia. Okay, and I see you guys have a bunch of questions coming in here as well. Let me see here. I'll kind of get let's do trivia, and then I'll kind of circle around a bunch of your questions. So thanks for posting them. Let's see here. All right, so before we hop into trivia, all right, what I was thinking with this trivia, so once again, there's going to be 5 questions. My hope is you'll be able to get about 3 of them right, okay? So I threw in a couple wild cards in there, but a lot of times, so if you're in the lock and key business, or if you ever plan to be, is what you're going to have this thing happen to you. And I'm sure so many of you can relate, but you'll grab a key and you'll look at it and you'll be like, I recognize this key. And when you go to the key and you find it and you look at it and you're like, okay, I do recognize it, but this happens to be the reverse of it. And there are some very popular reverse keyways out there. And so the goal with some of these, and I've kind of hit at a few of them at different times, is that when you do run into these situations on these more popular keys, you're going to be able to immediately know what that reverse is. So hopefully you'll know some of them. If not, no big deal, but at least you can start to familiarize yourself with them, because at some point, if you're working with locks and keys, you're gonna run into them. So with that being said, let me go ahead and pop them up here. Take one last little quick drink of Topo. And all right, here we go. So first one up is, you can see it here. I'm going to have to, let me see if I can move where my picture is on that screen. Okay, I'm going to have to do it like this, so that way you can see. All right, so I have the 1646 key listed there, and then on the left, and then on the right, I blacked out or whited out the key, but I put the profile there. And the question is, what is the part number for that key? So I'll give you a few moments here. And yes, it is a pretty popular one. Let's see here. We'll let a few more answers come through. And let's see. I like Ken Nixon. He's on fire today, folks. He says, looks like a best A key. Well, Ken, nice try. I know that's one of your favorite keyways, though. All right. Yep. So we have a bunch of answers come through here. And yeah, it looks like Vernon says I did 2 of these today. And the answer is the 1646R. Very, very popular mailbox keys today for the C9100 and the C9200 Compex mailbox locks. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Nice work, everybody there. All right, next one is HD75. As you can see, once again, that's on the left. The question is what is the opposite of the HD75? As you can see, I got the profiles listed there. The question is what's the opposite? Now, I will admit, and with a lot of these type of automotive, ATV, UTV, older motorcycle keys, so many of these keyways are so similar that sometimes when you're looking at them, you're like, oh, what is that? What is that? James actually has a really good comment, HD75R. James, if only it was that easy, right? If only it was that easy, it'd be wonderful for all of us. So yeah, we see some good answers in here. Okay, so a lot of you are putting in the answer HD74. Now, that is true. That is the opposite, but there's another key that a lot of times is more widely available and is typically less expensive, which is the HD63. So both answers there, both are good. Nice work, everybody. All right, next up, hopefully this is probably one of the most popular keys on planet Earth today, right? Which is Y11. That's on the left. And the question is, what is the opposite of a Y11? Now, if you have not ran into this yet, you will. All right? You will for sure. So the question is, what's the opposite of a Y11? We got some answers pouring in. I'll let them go here for a few more minutes. Let's see here. Hey, Sean C. That's a great tip there. Yeah, so it says usually one above or below. That is very true. Very true. Which a lot of times, as you know, will dictate like how you have your keys set up. But yeah, absolutely. Thanks for putting that in there. All right, so got a lot of answers coming in here, and a lot of people got them right. The answer is Y13. So if you are new or have been in, or if you plan to, you don't do these type of keys, maybe only do automotive work. If you're going to keep some Y11s around, you want to keep some Y13s. But cool. All right, let's head on to the next one here, which is, all right, another very, very, the M1 key here, right? What is the opposite of the M1 key? I don't know about you, but this has been a key before, no joke, that just by looking at it, just by grabbing one in my hand, I immediately grab a M or the opposite here, okay? And like I'll get the opposite of an M1 in my hand, and I'll immediately just go grab a M1, and you don't realize it's wrong until you start putting it in the key machine, right? Because it's so recognizable. Just that little M1 key. So what's the reverse? Oh, we got some different answers coming in on this one. I like it. This is good. So by the way, if you cut M1 keys, you definitely want to keep some of the reverse on hand as well. I like Sean C's answer right there again. He says the one next to it on the rack. Very good. Okay, so that answer is M15. Now, on our website, we actually also include M1R because it is helpful to people, but the true part number for it is the M15 or 1092R, which Ken actually guessed on a different key. Good one. But let's see here. All right. So yes, a lot of Locks NY says it does fits padlocks from China. It's very true. You'll see a lot of those coming through there. So, all right, I believe we have one more here. Now, this one's not quite as common, but I'm hoping from the conversations that we've had and what you have seen from the comments that I've put up, that will help you kind of answer this next one correctly. So let's batter up here. Let's see it. All right. So this is the HD57 little Harley key. And, as you can say, like, so the reason I was bringing it up even earlier was like the HD75, HD63, same similar type of profile. There's a lot of these little buggers. Even some of the YHs and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of those. But the question is what is the reverse of the HD57? We'll find out here in just a moment. Go ahead and put your answers in the comment section. James, I like the answer there. He says, let me pop it up here. No idea. I like it. Sometimes that's kind of what was happening when Ken asked me that ASA question. No idea. Let's see here. All right, let's got some different answers coming in. All right, the cool part is all right, let me hold on here. All right, give it one more moment here. All right. So the opposite of an HD 57 is HD 56. So Sean C's comment earlier about a lot of times there'll be one up or one down. Not always true. I've actually even done a video talking about how that is not true on some of them. But which, by the way, it's one of those that I've always wondered, right? Like at what point, why with a keyboard manufacturer, like for this one in particular, like it makes so much sense to me to have an HD 57 and an HD 57R, right? Or an HD 56 and an HD 56R. I have always wondered why that's never been the case. And remember, I've asked Ilko about it before, and there's really actually not a good answer for it. But hey, it allows us to learn. It allows us to guess, and more importantly, hunt down the right key. So there you have it. There are that's 5 different reverse keyways. I hope you all had fun playing that, and the answers given lots of good ones, lots of good extra tips. And hopefully if some of them you don't have some of those, if you didn't know some of those, now you do, and it's just a good little memory exercise for some of us. But all right, here, let me go back here in just a minute. We will announce this week's 5 winners. But before we do that, let me answer a couple questions. If I can find them here, let's see. And by the way, Julio, you haven't had any music going on today. What is going on with that? All right. Okay, yeah, so yeah, James said, what is that shirt? Yeah, this is the Aloha. This was the Aloha 23 shirt. Really cool. Lily did a fantastic job on it, but we actually ran out at the show, and we don't have any extras at all. So these are one-offs. So pretty cool. Let's see here. Keith says, how was Aloha? It was fun. We had a lot of good times. As a matter of fact, last Tuesdays too, if you happen to miss it, we kind of recapped, went down memory lane, and had a little bit of fun with it as well. Let's see here. Sean C says, is that just a giveaway shirt or available to buy? Yeah, so this was only a shirt for Aloha. Pretty cool though, isn't it? I really like it. Let's see. We keep it going here. Billy is no Julio, though. Very, very true. Julio, go ahead and put on just a little bit of tunes for a minute. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I could use just a little bit of tunes. Now, no confession music. I don't have any confessions at the moment. Just a little something. All right, let's go down here. Let's see. All right. The one thing about this program we use to do these lives is that the comments jump quite a bit. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Sean C also says, Sean, thanks for all the comments today. He says, so many Suzuki and Honda motorcycle keys are very similar, which is, by the way, an interesting point with Sean, that point, as you know, if you've worked with them, a lot of times, you know, that you'll get a cycle that you'll need to, make a key for, and like you find the key goes in, but after maybe some hand filing or whatever you're trying to do there, you realize that the key's not wide enough or fat enough, right? And so you're missing some of the wafers. I may or may not know that by experience, but yeah, let's see here. Let's see. All right, good stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to this week's giveaway winner. So Julio, of course, you know what kind of jams to put on our bread today. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead here and move into this week's winners. Now, before we announce them, let's make sure we get on the same page and talk about what to do if you win. You want to email us your shipping info to sales@CLKsupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989 and we'll send your gifts soon. How to win? Comment on our videos with the hashtag Lockboss. Winners will be chosen from comments on the previous week's videos for our weekly giveaway. You will also be entered in to win one of 3 Lockboss bench setups, which include a JMA Burn Simply, a Pro 3000 Universal Pinning Kit, and a Lockboss work mat. That winner will be announced on September 7th, 2023, which is, by the way, next week. How cool is that? So we'll have another Thursday live, and we're going to announce the 3 winners. Really pumped up for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and announce this week's winner. Winner number one is Terry Lewis. Terry, congratulations. Winner number 2 is Curto Lock and Key, which also had the featured comment today. I like it. Winner number 3 is Wood Spirit Bushcraft. Congratulations. Winner number 4 is Raymond Frepto. Raymond, congrats. And last but not least, winner number 5 this week is B Smith 712. Congratulations. And of course, we have our Prox key still going on, which you can get free with orders over $387.23, or you can just purchase it separately if you would like to do so. So there you have it. That is this week's show. But I tell you what, we have a couple good. Let me do that here. Oh yeah, Curto's on. Congrats. So something cool coming up. All right. So next Tuesday, we're going to have Wes with Lock Caddy on. He's going to be talking about some of the updates and changes and products that he's made that have come out. So it'll be kind of fun. Have him on, chat with him a little bit. He was actually in our booth at Aloha. So it'd be good to chat with him again. And then the Tuesday after that, as a matter of fact, Phil with Freeman is actually flying in and is going to be here in, I guess, 2 weeks from today. He's going to be hanging out, going to be coming on live, and we're going to just be having a good time. So I'm excited for both of those guests coming up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, well, shoot, everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's always my pleasure to be here with you and talking about locks and keys. It's always a good time drinking some topos, and all of your comments, man, are just amazing. So I appreciate all of you, even the comments today, just good stuff. So I hope all of you have a wonderful and safe Tuesday evening. And I look forward to seeing you here, same time, same place next week, as well as the videos we got coming out on Thursday and Sunday. So y'all have a good night. Take care. And of course, like I always like to do, leave you with a little bit of tune. So, or I should say Julio likes to. So go ahead and pull it up here. You have a good night.